Let's get Kiss on the line.
Yo.
Oh, shit. Ladies and gentlemen, we now have the grand finale of this beautiful, beautiful Twitch tonight, which we had an incredible talk with DJ Eddie F from Heavy D and the Boys and producer extraordinaire, and of course Grand Pooba. Man, that was a dope.
Shout out to both of them. Those are both my OGs, Preem.
Yes,
they came from Westchester. They paved the way. I listened to a lot of Eddie F production. He almost actually signed with Eddie F. We gonna talk about that. He told us,
yeah. He said before Styles was in the group, right?
Yep. It was me and Luch, and we was about to sign with Eddie F. Pooba was definitely one of my influences. Definitely, we looked up to him before he was in Brand Nubian. He was just an ill lyricist to us, and then once he got down with them, it was, we was knocking that all through junior high and high school. So, big shout out to them. Those are the OGs.
Yeah, man.
Legends for real. Real hip hop.
Well, first of all, did we give him a round of applause? Jadakiss is here. There we go.
Right?
There we go.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta get your round of applause, Kiss.
Sure. Let him know.
Yeah. That shit could play 5 minutes for all I care. You deserve so many rounds of applause, man, because you remind me of what I look at myself as in this career of what we do for a living. You represent longevity, you know what I'm saying, to me.
I appreciate that, Preem. This game is like the NFL. It's not for long, especially with the client. Our music changed. A lot of dudes, they lose their fluidity. They start trying to do what's happening now instead of actually sticking to the craft and sticking to what it is they know how to do.
Yeah.
Even as far as the cadences, as far as the production, as far as, there's a way to reinvent yourself and to stay relevant without compromising what you bring to the game. And that's what we always try to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. You know what? Even when you did records that were even club oriented in the early parts of your career, you still lyrically delivered like a hardcore fucking type of a rhyme. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
It's like
I try to do that.
Yeah, you didn't soften up on the rhymes. You still gave just direct hits that smacked you, but at the same time, you were showing that you could be versatile enough to do radio records. I mean, look, the Benjamins is gonna always be that's a gutter record. Yeah, it crossed into radio, but we felt like, that for Puff to do a record with him rhyming on it, we were like, this record is bananas, and it will forever be in the books of classics. Like I was telling Pooba, it's up there with Eric B for President. It's up there with The Bridge from Shan. It's up there with Nobody Beats the Biz and My Melody and I Ain't No Joke and
that's an honor. That's beyond the honor.
100%. And I'm a DJ, so there's different DJs. There's radio DJs. There's button pusher DJs, which we call robots. And then there's street DJs. I'm a street DJ, so anything that I say is real. Period. Point blank.
I hear you.
That's a fact. I appreciate it.
And y'all are so versatile, man. I remember when Sheik was on my show when we used to be on Sirius XM. Shout out to Eminem for having us do our live from headquarters show there, and Hip Hop Nation prior to him. But for once they went into mainstream and they said my underground show was not fitting the mainstream, Eminem immediately said, "Come over to my station." And shout out to Paul Rosenberg as well for bringing us over there.
That's fire, definitely. Shout out to M. Shout out to Paul. They understand hip hop.
Yeah, and he said, keep it the same way. You don't have to alter nothing. Keep it underground raw. And then Sheik was my guest, and he said when y'all did the Benjamins, I didn't know Missy was there to help arrange who's gonna go first and spit the first rhyme.
Yeah. Miss Puff was working on some stuff with Missy, and she came in kind of like co-formulated the joint. Because we didn't really like the beat at first. We didn't. Woo! It took him a while to get us to actually record it.
He said the same thing.
It's one of the last songs that we recorded for the No Way Out album. We wasn't loving it until we finished recording it. He did what he did, and they put the sample out, and the response was incredible.
Incredible.
Like, wow.
Yeah, because the sampler, I got the vinyl, it didn't have Kim and Big on there yet.
Nah, the original just had me, Chick, and Puff on there.
Yep, that, and it had You'll See on there, which is another banger. Ooh, that was a banger. I love You'll See. Woo, man. And I remember meeting y'all before I heard Benjamins, because I had to go drop off the Kick in the Door reel because we were going to work on that. And
you should have seen us. We like, yo, Preem is in there with Big. Premier is in there with Big. Yo, let's go. We gotta go see you
in the MIDI room.
Yeah,
it's called the MIDI room. Yeah, and Big is like, yeah, they just got signed to Bad Boy. He said all three of them could spit. And then, like I said, having Eddie F a little bit earlier, he said, man, I tried to sign him. He said Styles was not in the group yet, and y'all was still the Warlocks. And it's just crazy how history just goes so many directions of shit even I didn't know. And of all days, when I have Pooba and Eddie F and yourself, there's so many connections.
Yeah, that's ill. We actually got in the game with a chip on our shoulder because we would listen to the radio and they would never shout out Yonkers. They would shout out Mount Vernon, they shout out North Shell.
Right.
So we like, yo, we dope, man. We why they skipping over us? So that we would write our early rhyme with just the intention to let people know about Yonkers and YO, that it's some talent that's here, and y'all overlooking us. We gonna shock the world.
Wow.
Indeed, y'all did too.
Yeah, man. As soon as Big told me, wait till you eat, and you know how Big is. Big is just so laid back and funny. Because people ask, I was telling people, it's like, what's it working like with Big? What's it like working with Big? I'm like, yo, he remind me of Big L. They're just naturally funny. They're not trying to be a comedian.
Yeah, people don't know Big had a hell of a sense of humor.
Big time, you know what I'm saying? And same thing with Big L. It was just natural. They're not sitting there going, "Oh, let me walk in the room and make everybody laugh." That's just their natural personality.
Yeah, they was just natural with it. Yeah,
yeah, man. But Big was like, "Wait till you hear them." He said it's three of them because I met all three of you. And what made y'all add Styles? Did you feel like you need a third MC? What made y'all add them?
Me and Luch was actually rhyming together as youngsters, like 10, 11.
Right.
And then when we got to junior high and high, I think we got with P like 9th grade.
Wow.
And our initial plan was to sign him for us to get on and he be our first artist.
Wow.
As, business execs on the Mike Bivens side. But then when we started heating up, we was recording in the D&D. We was making the demo. We had met Jazzo. He gave us that beat. We used it on Puff's album. We met Jazz while Hov was making Reasonable Doubt. So we started heating up, and then the talks was, Puff wanted to sign us, Suge wanted to sign us. So we like, yo, he might miss the boat. He was actually locked up. So we gonna add him to the group in case we not, we don't, Lord forbid, we don't know what's gonna happen.
Right.
So whoever we sign with, we gonna tell him that it's the third member with us.
That's
he
dope.
Was doing a bid. He was doing a bid, and we didn't want him to miss out on, opportunity.
Right. Instead of signing him as your artist, it's like, yo, he's part of us, so that way he's in regardless.
Made him a part of us. Yeah, you know what I mean. So that's how that happened, and then it ended up being beautiful. It was an excellent thing to do, and you know what I mean. We all grew and learned together. And we brothers.
That's what I love about Westside Gunn. He was the first one that just happened to came home first. They were all locked up. Benny was locked up, Conway was locked up, Westside Gunn was locked up. He came home first and said, "I'm gonna start he said, I don't even want to really make records. I just want to get the ball rolling. So when they touch the town, they're automatically going to be ready.
The foundation is laid. Yeah.
I love Fly God, man. Shout out to the whole Griselda and Black Soprano
family. Shout out to Griselda. You already know that.
Yep. And
Black Soprano family.
And the Black Soprano family new album, Long Live DJ Shay, is out. It just dropped. I got that joint on there with Benny Heem and Rick Hyde called Times is Rough. The video's out and the album is out. So, if you want some more street shit that makes sense with dope rhymes and still
better
reps.
Get that. You better absorb that, man. That is a special cloth of music. You people need to listen to that so you don't lose focus of what real hip hop sounds like.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and man, like I said, I told you I'm gonna be in fan mode. It's so many things that's linked to even our history together. First of all,
rest in peace, Kenny Headquarters. We got it. You already know our connection with Headquarters, man. Head up, eyes and ears open.
Yo,
for life, baby.
Yes.
For life.
Yes, indeed.
Facts.
Yes, man. I love Headquarters, man. Yeah.
For life, you already know, man. That's my boy for life,
man. Shout to his mom Lillian. Shout to his brother Ramal. Shout to his sister Tiff. Shout to Gabby. Shout to Frank. You know what I'm saying? Word, man. Yeah. And
I miss Headquarters, man.
Oh man, one of the last fun times we had was when we went to the Mix Show Power Summit. 50 Cent had just got signed to Aftermath and Eminem and Dre, and me, Chris Lighty, Fifth, we all flew together to Black. You were with us,
yeah, for sure.
And we flew. That's Black, by the way, on the other mic.
Black, what's up, baby?
Yo, what up, Jada? What up, boy? I see you, man.
Always love you.
Come
know
on,
that,
man. You know you my heart, man. I got you. Let's do it.
You know it. Love forever, Black.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And the thing is, we went to Puerto Rico. And I remember, I used to make these CDs called Pimp Smoke, and it would have a lot of just classic old soul slow jams. And we were just in the back, and this is when we rode limos. You know, we weren't really, it wasn't the SUVs and
we started. These dudes don't know about that. When we first started, it was nothing but limos.
Limousines, stretch limos. You know, the first before the SUVs with all the Suburbans and Tahoes and all that, I saw Puff pulling up to MCA Records, and he pulls up in a black town car, Lincoln Town car, rolls down the window, because I was doing a lot of work for Puff even then, because he heard the remix I did. Matter of fact, I pull it up. I'll just play a little piece of it, and because we got to get into Jadakiss mode. But this does transcend from Bad Boy, before Bad Boy had even gotten to where it was. This is what Puff saw me on the street and rolls down his window and says, "Yo, I need a record just like this. Shout to Das EFX and this remix I did right here." And Puff was in a town. He was in a town car. I said, "Yo," I said, "It's your car?" He said, "Nah, this is I get a driver to drive me around." I said, "You ain't got a limousine?" He said, "Nah, those limos is over. It's about town cars now." He's the first one to tell me that. He said, "Yeah." He said, "This is how we move around now." Because again, limousines were standard. You know what I'm saying? Stretch limo. This is what Puff told me to please do, and which he did, do his own rendition, but he told me to do something just like this. Shout out to Das EFX.
Bum stickity, break a 1-9, break a 1-9, make
that's crazy.
break a 1-9, break a 1-9, make
I'm gonna play one little piece of the verse right here. Check out, shout to Scoob and Crazy Drazy. Here we go.
Well, say hello to the bad guy, or am I? Well, fucking G, cause I'm your local slinger swinger. Quick to bring the drama, plus I'm not the kid to sweat. But test me if you wanna. I'm bagging niggas up just like they bag that chick to wanna. Broadly, some ignore me, others I bother. For the props and top dollar G, I'm doing what I gotta see. I push the fear in your heart, kid. I start shit for nothing. And don't to save the throat to catch a cut and bust. Now's the time to make my move, cause I'm out to do the kid that tried to stick me for some food to sleep. I peeped every spot as boys be. I got crew. But what I'ma do is get somebody new to do it for me. I'm catching wreck to prove a point. Time is loot, and I ain't spinning it in the joint. But better yet, these days I'm more professional, some new shit. Figure I'll take this nigga that I used to snatch jewels with. Back in the day.
Wow, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's hip hop.
He saw me and said, "Yo, I need something like that Cotton Ag remix you did for Das." And I was like, "All right." And that's when we started being, me and Puff used to be in the contact. And he was like, "Yo, I need you to start doing something for Craig." Shit, recipes to Craig Mack. Big and and that's how that connected to me and Puff as far as, yo, I need to start getting some work from you. You know what I mean? So now back to a Jadakiss classic. Let's. Oh man,
Vic Fury, I see you in the building.
You have so many. Rest in peace to Ice Pick J.
Yes, rest in peace to Pick. I got his chain, got my chain with his face on while he was in Egypt on me right now, man. That's my heart, man. You know that,
man. And the crazy thing is, all your entire career, Locke's career, everything. Ice Pick used to always call me and be like, yo, I need you, man. I need you, man. He was the person to always reach out to me. Because I always tell people, man, I go back to the history of you where, I don't know, put some instrument. I always got to have some instrumentals playing when we talk. You got to have some. Yeah, we'll put that on right there. The crazy thing when it comes to you, I think you are the king of changing your number the day after you get a new number.
Oh shit.
Me?
Yeah, you have a number, and the very next
Crazy,
day,
man.
the very next day, I'm talking about for years and years and years and years and years and years and years.
I used to change my number a lot. You right. I ain't gonna lie. I never changed it the day after I gave somebody my number. But I used to change my number a lot.
Well, I'll give it 5 days. I'll give it 7. I'll give it 7. But after that, it's gone. Like, yeah, I was like, this motherfucker Kiss.
You know, if you ever whenever you needed me, I was always there. Framed the same way wherever I needed you. You know that.
Yes, indeed. And we, man, you know what's so crazy too? Because I remember when you were working on Kiss the Game Goodbye album, I had to go on tour, and and I was like, damn, Kiss, man, I you know, everybody, you can vouch for this as well to co-sign this. Everybody knows I make the beat on the spot. I don't have 30 beats for you to pick a banger.
We were talking about you yesterday. I'm telling people, yo, Preemo's process is abnormal, because you got to speak to him. He got to see what it is. Then he's going to send you a figment. You lay it, and when you get it back, it's going to sound like if you could press play on Heaven or Paradise. But you got to understand the process. It's not like no other. I've been with Swiss. I've been with Dame Priest. I've been with Pharrell. I've worked with everybody under the sun. And your process is so ill, and you're a rapper with instruments, because you got to get in your own zone, you got to get in your own space, and you got to do what you do, and it got to take how much time you need to take. But when you deliver it, nobody's never sat. Nobody is always fucking jumping like the Toyota commercial when you finally get it back. So I learned it. I said, I already know my brother's process, and when I call him, he gonna do what he do. When he get it back to me, I'm gonna be happy. And this is what it is. And that, man. You know what I mean? So that's a part of your mystique that's gonna go down in history. Yeah. Why you one of the golden chosen ones to ever DJ and produce. You know what I mean?
Yeah, wow. and the thing is, I thought that's what everybody did. You know, from the era I've come from, I thought you go in the lab, cook, and make the record, and it's done. You know what I'm saying? That's hip hop, Preem. But they created so many other lanes. Yeah, you can say somebody else's beat is your beat. You can do. There's so many cut corner ways that some dudes started having some success cutting some corners. I don't know who. I'm not saying no names. I just know that it happened. Yeah. But it made dudes like you think, what the fuck is going on? And that's the same as on the artist side of the lyric part of it. You know what I mean? You start being able to cut corners, and they start leaning with some of them dudes. Yeah. And shout out to them. But, you know what I mean? Where we come from in our cloth of music, is done differently. Yes, indeed. And on top of that, including y'all, we come from the era of tape. You know, before Pro Tools. That's fact. Before all of this, tape was a different energy. Yeah, because you fuck up a punch, it's gone. You got to recut your vocal again. You got to go from the tippy. These dudes don't got to. They never have to go from the tippy with hit undo. Trying to robot. hit undo. You can do 2 bars a week. You can do 2 bars a day. This shit is crazy. I've been in some sessions, Preem, where the dude I was doing the song with, the whole fouls are off beat. And I'm like, you gonna leave? You done? After I did my part, and
I'm like, you hear this? He's like, yeah, the engineer got it. Don't worry about it. I'm like, wow. If this is what the game is coming to, we in fucking, we in cold red, because this ain't, come on, man. This ain't. But you able to sell records and get booked and get endorsements and sponsors, so you stop giving a fuck about the craft and the culture. Yeah, man. And that's gonna hurt us in the long run. Yeah. You know what I mean?
You know what? One thing I loved about what y'all do too, man, is you, like I said, you've always shown range. Like a record like By Your Side, but then you'll do a record like Why. But you always make sure your gutter street stuff exists in everything you put out. I think, like, man, Top 5 Dead or Alive, I used to play that shit so much on my radio show. The actual song, you know, it was just. I gotta get into that real quick. Where is that? Hold on, just real quick. Where is it? Where's my fucking Top 5 joint?
What up, Lord Tariq? What's going on? I see you.
LT, what up, baby?
Yeah, he
Lord
hear you
Tariq, my big homie. What up, LT?
He said the whole Locks is my boys. You know what I mean?
That's our big brother right there, baby.
He shout y'all out for real. Got that. What up, Antique Creations? I see you on the check-in. Ray Morrell, I see you on the check-in.
You know what? I'll do it like this. I'll put it on and go through my other phone because first of all, when it comes to records, we're gonna do the traditional rhyme, hook, the XYZ, whatever. But with Top 5, it reminds me of like the 18th Letter. It reminds me of All for the Cash with Gangstar. I like the one long verse, no breaks, no nothing, just rhyme. You know what I'm saying?
That's hip hop, man. Sometimes you gotta go outside of the norm of, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes hip hop. Listen, music is art, so you gotta do what you feel, do what comes from the heart. They don't categorize no other genre except what we do. So we don't have to stick to the script all the time. Yeah. If the production, if you feeling it and it's coming out like that, that's what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And actually, no, it was called the First 48. That's what it was called. This right here. We got to play. Come on, let's get this.
Woo! Let's go.
Yeah. Right now, I just want to say thank you. Thank you. For your downloads, your streams, your hard copies, whatever means of purchase.
Wow.
You bodied this right here, man.
Even if you
listen to the lyrics, people. Listen to this shit.
We 4 projects in, a whole lot more to go.
Yeah.
Thanks for all the support, riding out with your nigga. Despite what you may think, or what you may have heard.
Tell them.
I am Top 5 Dead or Alive. Yeah, yo, everything is real. Ain't nothing cozy, fresher than a young nigga. Mind of a OG. Inhale, exhale, yeah, cherish every breath. Shining like I just came home, but I never left. Most of them is loving me, some of them is hating me. Say's underrated, depending on who's rating me. I be destroying niggas on tracks, blatantly. Basically, I'm patiently waiting for a vacancy. They ain't hard to tell, they all scared to challenge them. Money, power, respect, I learned how to balance them. Watermelon over the pump, the hood silencer. Couple 100,000 a month, some good calendar.
J-Sack, what up?
Yeah, they love to hear the Don speak. That's because my dialogue ain't in arm's reach. Nah, I ain't with the coward-ish. First the skinny jeans, now they wearing blouses. Don't ever confuse wireless for powerless. A nice red wine haze in the sour mix. I'm in the trap with the blicky. Cigarettes, pills, and the sticky. If you need something, hit me. When it's popping, I breeze quickly to your doorstep if you're copping at least 50. Never mix my feelings with my dealings. I'm house shopping for wood floors, high ceilings. 200 or more on the dash if I'm wheeling. Really, these niggas just mad cause I'm chillin'. Face on the masters, mother pearl. I maintain cause I dominated the underworld. If you're sick to your stomach, that mean you wanna Earl. The moon and the stars will tell you that sun is thorough. I'm getting better every week. Now I don't talk too much. The longevity will speak. They ain't selling you nothing. You think it's better cause it's cheap. With the push of a button, I get you wet up in the street. It's never been even. I'm one of the best breathing. Got red shirts, might be ready by next season. The spread's too high, it's nothing. I just tease them. More celebrating this year and less grieving. But I'm always down for a funeral. For nigga hating while I'm trying to do my numerals.
He said I'm trying to do my numerals. Like, yo. Let the rest of it, it's almost over.
Blue faces, side glances, 6 shooter, headshots, 5 chances. 25 large on 5 dances. As you can see, I'm fascinated with the finances. Nah, he don't play, and he'll forever be top 5 DOA, nigga.
God damn, you are crazy, man.
He brought it down.
That's fucking nuts.
He dropped napalm on the ass.
Yes, indeed.
I appreciate that, Preem. You know that,
man. Wow. Yeah, let me put another instrumental on.
Wow.
Damn it. I'm speechless, man, because, you know, when you drop an album, I know it's guaranteed to give me something that I like because I'm very, very critical of dopeness. And there's certain artists where it's like, oh, Kiss drop an album. I know you're going to have some heat. It's guaranteed. You know, recipes to X. X is going to have some heat. You know what I'm saying? It's like...
No, you know that. Your ears are different. And you know, if it's nothing on an album or a project for your ears, then you didn't make the right project.
All right,
that's for every artist.
Yeah, man.
I ain't. This ain't off. No, your ears are so iconic. Artists should cherish that. Dude should actually call you and ask them to listen to the project. Is there something more here for you, Preem? Yeah, all right, I'm good. If it ain't, let me go back in, make sure there's something on there that suits Preem's ears because he's been in the game for so long. He understands if you can make his ears happy, you good out here.
Yeah, I want to play it. Yeah, I want to play it. I want to fucking play it. I was talking to a certain artist who's very high level. And like I said, I ain't gonna put him out there like that. But I told him, I said, yo, when we don't get something from you that pleases us, it makes us mad because we know you are one of the people that we can't wait to get something from. So when we don't get it, we're just like, damn it, where's one for us? You know what I'm saying? And I like stuff that makes me want to drive and make ugly faces and be on the highway just speeding. You know, I drive. I like to maneuver the vehicle, man. And
no doubt.
And I'm from the era where we always had booming systems in our rides. You know, and I still represent that. And everything for me has to have a car test. I don't give a fuck about computer, the earbuds.
You gotta test it in the car. Yes. If they don't pass the car test, it ain't right.
It ain't right,
Kick
man.
It to the curb.
That first 48, man. When I first heard that, and it was your opener, I was like, I couldn't get past it for a minute because I kept over and over and over, and then you had the bust where it looked like you from the Football Hall of Fame. And speaking of football, it's football season, which I'm so happy. I'm so happy. And you were very on point with the Kansas City, Arizona game.
Yeah, I gave out them locks. I gave them locks out yesterday. I gave them locks out.
Yes, you did.
That.
Yes, you did.
Shit.
I thought you was gonna bring up the Detroit game because I've been watching Hard Knocks and I like where Detroit. You know, I'm not a fan like that, but
Detroit is a sleeper. I got to see what they. I didn't want to jump right on the bandwagon. I've been watching Hard Knocks too. And I think they're gonna have a better year than they had in a few years.
Yeah.
But I gotta wait to see. I gotta catch 1 or 2 games in the actual season before I start giving it up to Detroit.
Yeah, but they got so many legends. Deuce Staley's over there for the running backs and stuff like that. They got really dope coaches that played the game. Even the coach played in the NFL. So,
That's a fact.
you know, so and. Even that kid Pimpleton, man, I know he's with the Giants now, but even when he got cut and he was on waivers, I thought they were gonna keep him, but you know, I was like, damn, I hope he gets a gig. And then the Giants said, yo, you want to sign? And he signed. And I liked his attitude. I liked the way he ran routes, just all types of stuff. But all of your picks that you gave out, well, tell them what made you get into the bookie.com situation. What made you get into that?
I bet regularly. Like, you know, I bet in the bodega before. Right. I was betting before they came up with the actual FanDuels and DraftKings and Caesars and all of these, you know, legal books. So, and I'm an advocate sports watcher. Right. You know, I'm in the stew right now. I got it on Sports and I got the football game.
Yeah, that's right. It's Monday.
I got the game on. While I'm always in the stew, I have Sports Center on muted while I'm working. So it's just like a connection. I think. Shout out to Weezy. He always got a few TVs on Sports Center watching the games.
Yep, Jay-Z too, man.
Also,
yeah. I went to one of Jay-Z's shows when he was on Watch the Throne tour, and we were in Canada, and he told us, come to the show. So he said come backstage before the show. So we can hang before, you know, because he said after we get off stage, he said I'm gonna be leaving early. I was like, all right. I go backstage. Shout out to Mike Kaiser who met us outside and brought us in, and we go in there.
Back there watching the game.
Yo, this motherfucker Jay had a screen that was so big in the dressing room. Not just a big. I'm talking about this motherfucker was beyond life size. And he was in a meeting. Like, he's actually having a meeting. Like, and he said, excuse me, guys, like 2, 3, 4, 5 people in a sitting in a corner having a meeting. And he had that fucking ESPN on. And we were talking about the draft and this and that. And, you know, it was just a dope conversation. But he had that TV on, keeping his eye on sports. You know, shout out to Hov.
Sports, man. Shout out to all the artists that love sports. You know what I mean?
Joe Budden as well, loves sports. You know.
But yeah, so since I bet so much, I was just like, I might as well start getting paid off it and find one of these companies to, you know, pick it up. And shout out to the real My Bookie. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, yo, Jada.
What's up?
Yo, check this out. I see you and Sheik got a little football background, man. Y'all used to play for, I think it's North Yonkers Boys Club.
Yeah, we used to play for North Yonkers. Me and Luch coming up. You know what I mean? Right, we was getting it on. Luch was good on defense. He was a linebacker. I think I was a linebacker. They put me as quarterback also. So I was getting my Elway on.
You know what? You know what else too? I peep you on that bar, man. You be up on that pull-up bar, boy.
Oh yeah.
You know, health is wealth. Movement is medicine. Blackies, you know, I try to stay on the bar.
I see it, man. I see you. Go ahead,
once you get on that bar, you can't lose it. So I try to just stay on that and just stay healthy and. You know what I mean? Yeah. In case I gotta get one of these young dudes up off me.
Shout to the bartenders too, man. Shout to Giant. Shout to Giant and to Dr. Oh my God, Dr. G. Yes, yes, Dr. G. Man,
and I want to say, man, I want to commend you on the Juice for Life mission, man. You know what I'm saying, with Styles, with all that he's doing.
I appreciate that, yes, sir. Shout out to my brothers SP.
Yeah, the Pharmacy for Life and all that. Yeah, man. It's so dope, and shout to she looked like a big ass linebacker, man. Word. That. Yo, remember that one time? I always tell the story. It was so funny. Remember when we was all on a flight from Texas coming back to New York, and we all talking, popping shit. It was mainly me, you, and Styles, because Sheik was more in the front. And we just loud and kicking it, but we cursing up a storm. And then this big Italian guy comes back there and says, guys, if you could just keep it down just a little bit, because my wife is a little annoyed with all the cursing. Now, trust me, I fucking curse just as fucking much as everybody fucking talks. And he said, but I'd fucking appreciate if you just fucking keep it down a little bit. He said, it don't bother me, but my fucking wife is fucking been tripping. And we were like, no problem. He goes, I fucking appreciate it. I was like, he was so cool and cordial, but he was cursing, you know. It was just
cursed
hilarious.
Up a storm. He hit us with 58 curses, asking us to stop cursing.
Yeah, but and was so polite and gentlemanlike about it, and we were like, you got it, man. And he shook our hands, man. You know, he wasn't being a dick about it, and we all just laughed and went right back to we lowered the cursing tone, but we went back. He even said it's not even about how loud you're talking. It was just, you know, we was like, niggas this, nigga that, motherfucking nigga, yeah, that bitch, you know. So I will always remember that. That's when it wasn't even United Airlines. It was Continental then.
That's crazy. Continental. I forgot about Continental.
Yeah, it's like the TWA days.
That's a blast from the past.
Yeah, it was definitely the 90s. It wasn't even 2000. Y'all were coming back from a show. Yeah, y'all were coming back from a show. I was visiting my family. You know, everybody knows I'm a Texas native. And
that's right.
And boom, man. That shit was just so much fun flying with y'all. And we've always just had a great relationship from when I met you with Big and Puff and Sheik and Faith was there that day. Kim was just leaving, and you know, it was just always a vibe over at Daddy's house anyway. You know, there was always something in rotation when it came to work getting done. And then
that's right.
Yeah, and then, you know, and then y'all played me Money, Power, Respect. I was like, yo, this shit's gonna take off, which it does. Anytime a DJ drops the needle on that, it takes off. You know, y'all have always, and then on top of that, just y'all remind me of 50 Cent with the mixtape game. Like his mixtape game was so incredibly dope, and so are y'all's. Y'all were really good with the mixtape game.
That's a fact. I think that was one of the things that we needed. We did while we was on Bad Boy to keep us afloat while they were working on so many of them big projects and big. Before it was our turn to get up to bat, we figured that was our way to stay relevant to the streets and to help us tremendously.
Yeah, and then the dope thing is, the Locks have such a respected brand, and then y'all also have a respected brand individually. You know what I'm saying? Like, you do so many things on the side. Styles does so many things on the side. Sheik does so many. I loved when Sheik and them did Wu-Block. That was an amazing album.
No doubt. Woo! Watch the new one. He got a new one coming out. Shout out to Ghost. Shout out to Sheik. The new Wu-Block project.
Oh my God. That album was very, very slept on. It was a very smart project. I love so many songs on that album, man. It's definitely one of my favorites of all time that I keep in the clip when I like to just bump shit. Because again, I love hood shit when it comes to music because it just speaks to me a certain way. It's a certain language. It's like speaking Spanish or French. Everybody that may not know the language, but we do. We understand the language. And the music has a certain sound, you know? And,
no doubt.
Yeah, man. Matter of fact, listen, I remember the day I gave you this. You was like, I thought it was just going to be you. And then you said... Like, I made this for you with you in mind. Oh my God. And then
great.
And then you were like, yo, I said I'll be back from tour in about a week. You said, yo, I'll put the Locks on it. I'm like, you did? Oh my God, it's gonna be even crazier. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, play that shit, man.
Yeah, man, this shit right here is crazy.
Play that shit, man. It's my shit.
3 different ways.
Let's go.
And I love the scratches.
Make that 6 different ways. None of you can, bitch. None of y'all better.
Ain't none of y'all better.
It is, man.
This shit hard.
No squash. ASAP. Feel it.
What up, Styles?
All I know, niggas give me all my dough. Like Boston George coming through with all my blow. Right now I'm trying to charter a jet. Fuck this, hit the Panama Canal and get a harder connect. Step on your toes, mess with your hoes, shoot up your mans. Come through the block trying to screw up your plans. I still rob niggas for coke. Understand, I'm the first one they call when they get in the dope. I'm the one who prick the finger when they give you the
I'm the one to prick the finger when they give you the
That dude's energy is crazy.
Yeah, y'all.
I'm like Pacino and Panero, I'm like Pacino and De Niro, so they call me Panero.
Wow.
Sad style, still busting the arrow.
Yup. And the scratches, I love the scratches on it.
Put in my work.
Ain't none of y'all better.
Let you know it's all real.
Ain't none of y'all better. What y'all know about?
Put in my work.
On the block.
You know how people have their favorites when it comes to, like in the beginning of y'all's career, Styles was, if I put it in order, you were first for so many reasons, and then Sheik, I am a big Sheik fan. I told Styles this a long time ago when we was working on a couple records, and that he was on what he was doing. He did a Pitch Black record with us, and I was telling him, I said, man, it was almost like with Griselda. I was a big Conway fan, and it took me a while to get into the Benny stuff, and now I'm just such a Benny fucking fan, man. Again, you like what you like, but I was always a Conway fan from the very, very beginning, because West Side Gun told me that he was going to be the next one that he's going to put out there. So Alchemist, shout to Alchemist, he was like, yo, check out Conway's rhymes. And when I checked out his rhymes, I got Reject 2, and I was hooked on. I could not take Reject 2 out of the car. I still keep it on rotation. And and then Benny just crept up and just slapped everybody in the fucking head and say, yeah, I'm here, motherfucker. Shout to Benny, man. The butcher coming, nigga. I love their whole movement, man. They're New York. Shout to Derringer for bringing a new sound to New York with that slow 72 beats, and now everybody wants to have the same tempo. It's like, yo, stop biting. Let them have that. Now everybody wants to do the Griselda style.
Thing. Let them have their sound.
But another thing that really was crazy too, because after that we got to work on the We Are the Streets album, and I had to go on tour again, and I met y'all at the lab and brought y'all this.
This
Crazy.
Don't get it twisted, y'all.
Yeah.
Rough Riders.
Fuck, I'm talking about right.
What up, y'all?
And your intro verse, right? Your intro verse is so crazy.
Fuck it.
Get it twisted, y'all.
We gotta play it.
Let that shit rock, man. Let it rock.
JADAKISS is
Don't
here,
get it twisted,
motherfucker.
Now I know y'all couldn't wait to hear Kiss over premiere. Kill you on tape, then watch it over a beer. 'Cause you ain't nothing but a movie with expensive footage. That's the reason they gon' leave you with expensive bullets. Ain't none of y'all better than Locks. Have all of y'all dressed up in a suit, dead in the box. Me and my niggas get redder than Fox.
Redder
And
than
I don't
Fox.
care if I love you, I still want head in the drop. Niggas running around talking that Y2K shit. Crackheads is still gon' want that gray shit. That's why I'ma always cop the yay quick. So I suggest all of y'all stay off J-Dick. Too hard for MTV, not black enough for BET. Just let me be. Give me all my royalty money and let me read. And I'ma have O's for 6 and halves for 3.
Don't y'all ever disrespect Yonkers, man. Fuck that.
Hell no.
Fuck that.
Yeah, we got
Fuck that.
hit an applause.
Yo,
Hit an
Kiss.
applause.
Fuck that. Yonkers. Word up, the Locks, man. What's up? Jada. Love
That's
you,
a
man.
big stuff, man.
Come on, man.
Yo, I got you done.
What up,
Word.
Scratch Bastard?
Scratch Bastard, what up? What up? Yo, man, first of all, I was there when Alchemist did the beat for We Gonna Make It. He made it for Nas first. I was there at his Bleecker Street spot. You know what I'm saying? I know the controversy started to expand later with the Razkaz situation and all that, but prior to any of that, prior to Razkaz, I was there when he said, yo, I made this beat for Nas. And I remember when Nas didn't want to use it, he was like, damn, man, who's somebody, that could really body it? And I remember when it got to the point, maybe I don't even know what the time span was. It could have been weeks, could have been days, but I remember when he played it for me and said, "Yo, Jadakiss is on it." I said, "Did he kill it?" He said, "Did he kill it?" He said he put Styles on it too, and I'm like, "No way." And first of all, I was always bugged out by the way he started because he played me the original sample, and so when I heard the original sample, I was just blown away by the, DJs, we like to know how to catch shit at a certain spot. And just and so when he did the
don't them goddamn fire sounds.
We're not playing it yet.
Man.
I'm just talking about it. We go. I ain't gonna keep you much longer, but I got a couple things. But it's just y'all have done things together. But this one right here, I don't know. Let me see if you remember this. I don't know if this ever came out officially, but he had me do the scratches on it. And this record right here.
Now to this. Now to this.
Yes.
Crazy. That's my underground class.
Yo, this right here is, did this officially come out commercially or not?
Nah, it got leaked. It got leaked, and then we didn't never really use it. But I was pissed off because this is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a B-side show, and I'm going to perform this.
Yo.
You got to beat it.
And I did the scratches for this, and I love this right here. This is some might know it, some might not. This is another one of your classic just bars over just an ill Alchemist beat. We'll get to. We gonna close when we close out. We'll play a piece of We Gonna Make It, but this right here did it.
What up, Jessama?
Listen. Yeah.
That's how we do biz.
Niggas brought golfs and rabbits, went up north with habits, and then turned from boss to average. Can't afford, then you ain't got what it costs to have it. When a loved one or family member's loss is tragic. Digging in my pocket, trying to find a knot. Moved a little minor rock, cause they was only scrapping on a minor block. Playing in the building, the transforming pain into millions. Off dimes of chocolate, what a feeling. High top Harlems with the straps still on them. No baggies, capsules, wrestling and slap skills. Everybody busted. Fried bologna sandwich with the mustard. Shit, either you ate it or you flushed it. Think about it, those were the best days. On the phone with shorty while you ironing your clothes for the next day. Lunch money turned into pack money. Dudes I was cool with is starting to act funny. Honeys wanna hit, so they starting to scrap for me. Imagine what it's gonna be when I get this rap money. Looking up to whoever was known for cooking up. You could be taken in and you could be tooken up. Stand firm like a man, never get shooken up. I swear you could make it, my nigga. Just look at us. What goes around comes around again. Know the same rules apply from now to then.
Listen.
Hear the cuts.
That's how we do biz.
Brothers just panic when the live one arrives.
I've been low lately, waiting my turn.
From now to then.
Things could be better, yeah, but they could be much worse.
All I really want is you niggas to be original and start spitting some lyrical shit that I can listen to.
Every day's a payday.
If you know Jada, then you know what Kiss be bout.
Oh my God, yo.
Coming.
Yo, you killed them fucking scratches on that. You changed the whole dynamic of the song.
That's how we do
Scratches,
business.
dog. The scratches.
Yeah, man. Yo, rest in peace to X, man.
That's
Damn.
a piece to the dog, definitely.
Sure.
Yeah, man. It just still so fucking whack that he's gone, man.
It's surreal. It's unreal. I can't believe it.
Yeah, man. I mean,
He's still here though.
yeah, he's still here. He just embodies everything real, man. It does not matter. Everything that's real, he embodies it. If you look up just the dictionary, just the word real, X is one of the many, many faces that should appear under that word. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Damn, as soon as I said that, the record goes, "You right." Yeah, man.
See what I'm saying?
And also, you know what's so crazy too? Because like I said, you have so many classics. I mean, obviously, We Gonna Make It just completely tears the club up. But even the Chic record, man, this right here, you know,
Greenland blast that.
Guns up.
Everywhere we go, people wanna know.
first of all, what made you want to say that at the beginning?
Shout out to Black for pulling up that me and Sheik played for North Yonkers. That was our anthem that we would sing on a bus when we was going to a away game. So it was so powerful. I'm like, yo, we gotta still use this now that we doing music. We use our joint from North Yonkers and just flip it a little bit. And you know what I mean? And that was our anthem before we go bust the team's ass.
Wow, I never knew that.
Dope.
I never knew that.
That's dope.
Wow, man. Yeah.
Wow.
Because
that's where that came from, Preem. Yep.
Yeah, because we heard it on the that was the Green Lantern mixtape, right?
It was We Are the Steelers, the mighty, mighty Steelers. Everywhere. No, man.
We got a hype train coming in here, man. One time. Hold up.
We got a hype train.
Let me get that.
That's a big deal.
You know what I'm saying?
There we go.
You know what I'm saying? Just giving acknowledgement to the community. You already know what it is. Straight classic.
There we go.
Texas in the building.
Yeah, deep.
Actually, hold on. Let me loop this right. I'm gonna talk over this. I like talking over shit. There we go. Yeah, so it just made you just feel like saying the same chant just because of the way the march was and everything?
Yeah, the march feel like you walking out to the field. I'm like, yo, how about we try this joint from we used to be in Little League football and the shit worked perfect.
And another thing, D-Block, where does that name come from?
We was actually in Miami making my first album, Kiss the Game Goodbye, and we had a big mansion. And just being there working on a project for so long, so many attitudes, egos. It was a section in the living room that Styles had called, this is the D-Block section. So if you come in here on that bullshit, we gonna bust your ass. So then we just kept running with that, like, yo, we gonna go in there and D-Block this shit.
Wow.
Then Luce had finally incorporated it and signed itself under D-Block, and then we just became a thing.
Oh,
wow, that's so dope. That's so dope. That's so dope, man. Let me just play the chant real quick. Here we go. Let's play the chant.
Yeah, D-Block.
Greenland blast that down.
Everywhere we go, people wanna know who we are.
Yeah.
So we tell them this is D-Block, mighty, mighty D-Block. Everywhere we go,
yo, anytime they just even hear the march, as soon as they hear this part right here,
yeah, deep.
As soon as they hear that, the whole building, especially when y'all did the verses, and shout to Cameron who we had on last week. Was that last week? Yeah, with Teddy Riley and it was him and Teddy Riley, and it was such a great a great joint to rep two different eras of hip hop with Teddy Riley's history, and then talking to Cam, and Cam was so dope. He's like, yo, they spanked us, man. He wasn't on no defensive shit.
Killer's my nigga. Killer's my brother for real, man. He called me after, we about to go on tour. Me, him, and Mate, the three-headed monster tour. So that's crazy.
That's gonna be so dope. I would definitely be bothering you for a backstage pass.
I know that.
Yeah, you know what I do like to do? I usually like to not do the New York and LA shows because that's the most from my touring experience.
Yeah, that's my style too, Preem. I like to catch the other shows.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to. I know everybody be bothering artists for them particular places.
Yeah,
I'll go to an off city and enjoy the shit out of myself in the off.
Yeah, I talked to Nas. I was like, yo, I got to pull up. He said, man, anyone you want to come to, why don't you come to the one in Jersey? I'm like, nah. I said, man, everybody is going to be wanting tickets, like all over the place. Everybody going to want tickets. I don't want to, I just don't want to
be a part of that.
Yeah. He's like, nah, but that's different with you. I'm like, yeah, but again, it's just and with me, I like to let you know a week or two in advance I want to roll up, not the day of, because it's too hectic. You got to focus on performing, and you just it's a lot that goes into the mentality of being an artist and playing to in an arena. It's not. I mean, all gigs that we get are just as important. You know, be it a small club, an arena, a festival, or wherever. But when you're doing them tours like that, man, it's a lot that goes into it to be precise and right and exact. And I understand it because we live this. So I don't like to be asked the day of because it's just too much shit going on. So I'm like, man, I might just go to Texas, check my family for it, just even if it's just for a day, go to the show and then right back. But it won't be so hectic if I go to Houston or something like that. And if it is
anywhere else,
yeah,
it'd be great. Yeah.
Yeah. So Nas
I like to do that too.
Yeah, shout out to Nas. He said it doesn't matter where we go, but I just want to thumb through a couple more records and we can wrap up, man. I just wanted to we did first 48. We talked about From Now to Then. The Benjamins is already understood. You know, all y'all, everybody. That's beyond understood. Oh man, Money, Power, Respect is beyond understood. Shout out to Kim again. She's just so dope. The Queen Bee, man. She's different.
Big shout out to the Queen Bee.
Yeah. Shout out to C's. Yeah. Again, rest in peace to Big.
Shout out to the whole Mafia, man. You know that.
For sure.
Yeah. Shout out to Gutter. Shout out to D-Rock. Shout out to Nino, Chico, Delvec, Clep. We all used to hang out on the Ave, man, because I lived on Washington between Lafayette and Green. They'd be on Washington and Fulton right there on the corner, you know. So
no doubt.
Yeah, that's how we all started to get together. We always loved Big Papa, man. I walked in the funeral home right when they were playing the record. Me, Buster, and Q-Tip walked in at the same time because at the funeral they wouldn't let us in. They said. The cops had a barricade and said, they said the list is closed. I'm like, motherfuckers ain't no fucking club. I was like, yo, we family members. I get it's me and Jay-Z. Jay-Z has on a powder blue suit with hard bottoms, and they won't let us in. And Dame is with us. Me, Dame, and Jay-Z, just the three of us. Leote, shout out to Leote.
Leote, I love Leote.
Oh, I love Leote, man. She saw us having a problem with the police. She said, move she took, you know them big blue barricade police line don't cross barricades they got. We were at the Frankie Campbell funeral home. The fans were lined up like if they were at an award show on one side. The other side, they had it all blocked, saying they wouldn't let nobody else because the list is closed. Leote ran over and knocked all that shit over and said, this is family, like that, and grabbed me and Jay-Z and said, come on. And we walked in there together, me and Jay, and right when we were coming in, Buster's right behind us, and Q-Tip's right behind us, and Dame was with us, and we walked in and we got in there. I remember the first person that came and stepped to me was Tretch and Flavor Flav. And when we walked in, they were playing We Always Love Big Papa, and it just did something to my fucking emotions because, I mean, how soon from when he passed did y'all do that record?
Well, that's our first time in L.A. when they killed him.
Oh,
that
you
was
were
our
out there
first
too?
time over there.
Wow.
Yeah, we was out there, man. So that was our first time there. So it's like a bittersweet moment. We happy to be in L.A. Then they killed the big homie.
Wow.
We was at the actual party that night for his single release. So once we got home, we like, yo, we just gonna do something. We reached out to Grief, like, yo, we want to make a song. Not this Puff didn't know about it. Nothing. We made it. Like we wanted to make something to play at the funeral.
Wow.
For the Mafia. You know what I mean? That was our initial goal when we said, yo, let's make a song that they could play at the funeral for Junior Mafia because we know they going through it.
Right.
Everybody, they got the time to do it. We got we got the resources right here. We got Dame Grease. We got the studio.
Right.
Let's see what, let's do something big.
And
not even to put it out, just to play it at the funeral.
Where'd y'all get the kids? Where'd y'all get the kids from singing on it?
Those are kids from YO. Those are some of the little kids from our hood that we had got put on it. Shout out to Dame Grease. And we made it happen, you know what I mean?
Wow. Shout out to Dame Grease. That's my guy. He was a guest on my show too. He's a dope individual, man, and another hardcore producer, man. Yeah, I didn't know that that's how it came about.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. all I just remember was, because I was in a daze because I always tell this story, and this is an actual fact. In the Notorious movie, the scene where they're playing Sky's the Limit and shout out to Gravy, who did a great job. I even heard some people back was like, he was all right. It's like, dude, for one, he looks like him. Number two, even when shout out to Miss Wallace, she said when he walked in, she said, that's my son right there. And he did such a great job. And the thing hold on a second. Matter of fact, let me just. I told you I gotta have my background music. So no, we gotta do this right. This is we gotta do this right. I don't like doing shit half-assed.
I hear you.
Okay. So let's do that. Loop it. Okay. 1 second.
Can't believe you're doing this record.
There we go. So, when I remember when I walked in, and I just was in such a haze of emotions. But when we walked in, and I just hearing the it was already on the We Always Love Big Papa. I swear for almost 2 weeks, that's all I could play in my head because I didn't know it was gonna be an open casket first of all, so I thought it was gonna be closed. So when I saw it was open, I'm like, damn, I'm actually gonna go up there, because they did a final viewing, and he was dressed in the white outfit, the white tux with the white derby on. So anytime I see that picture, I always think of Big in a different way because that's how he was dressed. And, he was dressed like a Big Papa, And so I always just remembered hearing those kids singing the hook. And I was like, I hope they put this out as a record. And the next thing you know, the video dropped. You know what I'm saying? And it was such a dope. The video was so touching, man. Like, it was well done. Yeah. It made you want to cry. Seeing little CJ when he was, newborn son, being Tiana had already been around for a couple years. Shout to Tiana as well, and shout to Jan and Faith. And it was just I think y'all did an incredible job on this record, man.
Yes, they did, for sure.
Appreciate that, baby.
Yeah, man. Yes. On a brighter note, when this comes on, even when it comes on the original version will always be classic. But when this comes on too, I feel like Flex. When this comes on,
I need it from the top. This is history, baby. Commissioner Steve.
What's going on? Yo, I need it from, and then when y'all did the video, you Luda and Nas did it, he started doing it, and then we didn't know y'all were there. I was there that night, and then he did it. He shut it off and said, "Hold up, start it over."
Come on, man.
I need it from the top.
As soon as they heard I need it from the top, the whole building just said, "Ah!"
Wow.
That was crazy.
Oh my
crazy.
God, man.
Woo! I need it from the top.
Oh my God.
This is history, baby.
Yeah.
Commissioner Steve Stout. Lenny.
What up, Stout?
Godson, what up? D-Block, what up?
Word up.
Bravehearts, what up?
Luda, what up?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, yo, ain't nothing but trouble, God. When I kick in the door with D-Block, Bravehearts, and the double R. Don't make me let the machine off. This is methadone music that you can lean off. Made you look, the remix with me up on it. I copped your shit, now I break weed up on it. And everything is real, I see. Like my niggas that been home, but they only got a jail ID. I helped the game, it ain't helped me. I'm top 5 dead or alive, and that's just off 1 LP. And I still buzz, they feel cuz they know the flow's ill, just like Will was. I'm just trying to make sure that my son's wealthy. Out of shape, but I make sure that my gun's healthy. I'm an 8, you can't stand Kiss. Coming through the hood in the Aston Vanquish, the color of dandruff. They said we jumped them, I just let the gun snuff them. Copy the turbo soon as they uncuff them. This goes out to all of your mans. Why put you in the verse when I could put you in the coroner van? D-Block.
They shooting.
Motherfucking right.
Man, what the fuck? Yo, what is your process? I mean, do you do you hear like say something like that? Do you just lock in?
Shit's crazy right now.
Like, what the fuck, man? Because I've never got to.
I actually got that beat from Lenny. Now I was A&R at the time at Columbia, and I just went. I remember writing that verse in my bathroom in my condo. I was in the bathroom in the mirror, like, yo, I just gotta make sure this shit is super tight.
Yeah.
No matter what's going on.
Did you already know Ludacris was gonna be on it?
Nah, I didn't know nothing. I went to the video for the original version and told them I loved the song. So that's probably what they made them call me for the remix.
Right.
But I just know I had to deliver. You know what I mean? I just know I had to make sure I shine properly.
Yes, you did.
Lord Tariq said you need therapy.
And speaking of shining, man, I'll move it along so we could go through a couple more and wrap this up. I just want to always say thank you, man. I hope it eventually, we got to check on the sales of this because I'd love to be able to present you with a plaque. But we need to check. Yeah, I'm going to have Ian check on that to see where the sales are because it's got to be close to gold, at least the Owner's album. You really came through. For one, I remember when Guru said, see if I could track you down to be on Right Where You Stand. Thanks for doing the video with us and everything. And I remember he's like, yo, should we just give him the beat? Should we just give him the beat and tell him what it's about? I'm like, nah, do the beat to set the tone. And what happens? That motherfucker said,
crazy. You're incredible.
I was like, yo, man. I was like, you gotta fucking body it. And shout to headquarters. Hold on, let me just loop that real quick. I remember you called me and said, yo, I gotta rewrite my verse. I said, why? He said, I knew Guru was gonna go in, but I didn't know he's gonna go in like that. I'm rewriting my shit. And I'm like, oh my God. And man, your verse, this shit is, hold on.
What up, J Stacks?
This verse is so, and I know you do. Sometimes you have a lot of you might have doubles on your verses. I said I'm going single vocal, and I muted the double, and this is what it sounded like.
Keeping it clean.
Yeah. Right. They wanna know why I invest all my money in the haze and in the dope. Cause right now I'm currently a slave for Interscope. Respect first, then money, basic shit. If you got niggas under pressure, you can take they shit. Listen, I'ma leave you right where you stand. Have the ambulance pass your Timberlands off right to your man. Cause he pussy, he ain't gonna do nothing but look. When it come to beef, he don't wanna do nothing but cook. As soon as the chrome scope him, right there, 2 in the dome smoking. Kiss keep funeral homes open. I fall back, smoke an ounce in the dark. Bounce on a Preem track like I bounce on a knock. Keep playing, y'all niggas are burned. And you know they say it takes something to happen for niggas to learn. Let the 40 cal give them a perm. This industry is like bacteria and my flow is a germ. Just mad you'll never be as nice as I am. J to the wall and I leave you right where you stand.
Come on, man. That shit had us. Yo, I remember you came to D&D to cut the vocals. We got footage of that too. I'm fine. I'm looking.
Let me tell my part though, ladies and gentlemen in black. Now I get there, I do my verse. We all good with the verse. Preem like, nah, Kiss, you got to do the hook. I'm like, what? Preem, my hook is shaking. He's like, nah, you got it. Don't worry about it. Just do what you doing, all right? You good. And I managed to pull a good one off, and that shit came out beautiful.
For sure.
That's an incredible hook. Gun in my hand, knife in my waist. I keep telling you, gun in my waist, knife in my hand. I keep telling you, cowards, I'm going to leave you there right where you stand. I'm not trying to talk and I'm not trying to fight with your man, trying to get it over quick. Leave you right where you stand. Some say I'm trifling. Most times I'm rightfully am, but I don't give a fuck. I'm going to leave you right where you stand. You just mad. You'll never be as nice as I am. J to the moi, I'm going to leave you right where you stand. What? Woo!
What up?
That's incredible. You pulled that out of me, Preem. Only you can do that.
Man.
That's the gift that you possess, so I got to give you your flowers and show you your love. And you know what I mean? Because you deserve that, bro. You different. You different. You from a different cloth. You built different. your structure different, your process is different, but yet still you able to embrace and show these new cats love. That's why you'll live on and be iconic forever.
Thank you, man. Thank you. One more thing I got to throw on before we get to we're gonna make it and then we'll wrap this up. We got to get to this right here.
The champ is here. The champ is here.
Are you serious?
The champ is here.
What was that? Was that? Hold on, I gotta loot that up.
The champ is here. The champ is here.
That's a bad loop.
The champ is here.
Well, first of all, we already know about Ali and when that happened. Shout to the great Muhammad Ali, boom by yay. But was that presented to you with this on there, or before the beat part kicks in, or was that your idea, or was that brought to you?
Green Land? Nah, that's all Green Land. Shout out to Green Land. We was making one of them Champions Here mixtapes, and he came with that.
Wow, and shout out to Greenland, who's DJing for Nas on that Wu-Tang Busta Rhymes Nas tour. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, go catch it. It's popping. And you know what I'm saying? And it's good to see them out there, you know, doing all arenas, man, and selling it out and shit, man. Word.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what else too, man? Yeah, to me, the champ is here, and the Everywhere We Go is so major staples of your career that you can never not play those in a when you do a show or when we DJ out. Even it could be somebody don't even know who you are. They know that part, no matter what. They like, I know these parts, and this right here, man, fucked me up big time. Oh my God, I'm just gonna play a tiny piece. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Oh, shit.
Yo. Oh, my God.
Yo, shit. Hey, yo, I jumped from the 8th floor step, hit the ground, the pound fell, cops is coming, running through the pissy stairwells, I ain't hear nothing, bugging, only thing I remember was a bullshit summer, so I stopped at the 2nd floor, ran across cracks.
Hold on, we gotta get to your part.
Damn, that's
yo,
just,
Ghostface
that's
is
just
just
hard.
incredible.
I might gotta take my shirt.
Come on, man, let that shit fly, man. Let's go.
Mark that right there. All right, here we go.
I might gotta take my shirt off.
Yeah, kid.
I like that one.
Go in.
Yo, it's Task Force Tuesday. The Knox is in the black hole. I got 100 packs in my backyard. Clear 12-12s that look like stuffed shells. I'm cutting niggas' throats on the sales while they puff L's. Don't leave nothing unbagged. Shave everything. I learned from the OGs to save everything. They come by one more time, they gon' hop out. They too deep and one is a bitch, she getting knocked out. Then I could get rid of the pack, but I just copped this pretty chrome thing, so I'm dipping with that. Downshifting on them like I got gears on me. Besides that, I got about 5 years on me. Scared to death, running like I got bears on me. My Tim start feeling like they night ears on me. It's hard for me to slow down, it's like I'm on the throughway. My belt's in the crib on the floor by my two-way. Now I'm trying to hold my hammer up in my pants too. If they don't kill me, they gon' give me a number I can't do. Rather it be the streets than jail where I die at. And I'm asthmatic, so I'm looking for somewhere to hide at. But they too close and I got this new toast. Imagine if I would've let off a shot or two. You know what I gotta do.
Wow.
Come on, man.
God damn, man.
Beast.
Yes,
Beast mode.
man. Yes.
I know I was making an album, and I think I was making Kiss of Death around that time. And they had hit me like, yo, Ghost needs you to get on something. And I'm like, damn, I'm busy. They like, RZA, it's RZA production. I put it on. I'm like, holy shit,
There
stop
it is.
everything. Hold my pause on my album. I got to do this shit immediately.
Yeah, man. And you know what? And you know what's ill? Like I said, during that era of y'all breaking, I don't even know if your album has started dropped yet. Because did DMX come out before Money, Power, Respect album?
No, we came out first. He put us on, Preem, and we got the deal first. And we put him on Money, Power, Respect.
Right.
And then Rough Riders got the deal with Def Jam, and then the rest is history with him. He turned into the rap Bruce Springsteen. But the shit is ill because we still remain solid and airtight. Right. Usually, most cases, shit'll go wrong.
Yeah.
He bought us the Rough Riders. We got to deal with Bad Boy first.
Right.
And then they got the Def Jam Rough Riders label deal, and he catapulted. But he wasn't mad, or he wasn't, he wasn't uptight or feel no kind of way.
Right.
He he like, those my little mans. We gonna be all right.
Now, now, did Mary have any involvement during that time?
Mary had a lot of involvement. Her first cousin, Jamarco J. Bop Miller, which went to high school with us, and he was part of my entourage and part of the Locks for the whole Bomb Squad, Warlocks era. He was with us for the whole journey. So once when we finally made it to D&D and we was recording our demo, and we got the songs that we felt was good enough, he was able to get the tape to Mary because he was her first cousin.
Right.
They happened to be on a Jodeci tour.
Shout out to Jodeci.
And they played it on the tour. Mary gave it to Puff. They popped it in on the tour bus. And then once they got back to the city, they set up a meeting. She never wanted to find his fee. She never wanted nothing. She just always wanted the best for us. That's why I would die for Mary. I would die for Mary in a heartbeat. I love Mary. I kill a nigga for Mary.
Yeah, man. Mary is just that shit, man. She is the fucking shit. Oh, I love her.
Fact.
I love Mary, man. And I love this too right here.
Hey yo, let's get papers and pop mobile hoes up in skyscrapers and condominiums overlooking our drug capers. New York City, the only way to play is gritty. I want cheddar so we can front up in the 850. My whole committee like the puff L's and look jiggy. Who want test this? My semi leave you chestless. And ain't this shit that you can say to me when you be breathless. Young but I done did it's shit that you won't do.
There's a clean version, damn.
I got you in the pump on your block and in your spot. Who sit next to you, protecting you, but they'll murder you, player. Down status, again we getting chips assists and bastards. If it's frontin' in clips
assists. Be taking knots from the out of state.
Let me see something. Hold on.
Hey yo, let's get papers and pop mobile hoes up in skyscrapers and condominiums overlooking our drug capers. New York City, the only way to play is gritty. I want cheddar so we can front up in the 850. My whole committee like the puff L's and look jiggy. Who want test this? My semi leave you chestless. And ain't shit that you can say to me when you be breathless. Young but I done did shit that you won't do. Sick ahead with that bullshit you blab about going through. I got niggas who pump on your block and in your spot. Who sit next to you, protecting you, but they'll murder you, player. Down status, nigga, we getting chips assists and bad bitches is frontin' in clips assists.
Be taking knots from the out of state spots. Any nigga make it hot, get found a vacant lot. You don't really wanna come try the one guy who stays dumb high.
Mace is another one that get busy, man.
Who got more beef than the Islamic
Macaroni. That's a macaroni.
To neutralize atomic bomb. It's not a nigga in your gang want it. My AK slate gauge, spray strays, niggas' names on it. Often I bug them, but often the thug. Have a chump coughing blood, fill his coffin with slugs. Yo, you know I got enough guns to wreck a nation. Any nigga wave a tech and Mason, have an explanation. You bring your crew in them, I'm doing them. Then I'm beating them down with aluminum. Then I'm putting two in them. You can't touch me, I've been devil sent. Wanted for investment. A lot of other things, but that's irrelevant.
Wow.
Sipping margaritas with a mommy, Clinton clips at your face. It's like Romello's pops, rats that prefer this to my army. When that poster
niggas done started something.
Yo, check out the kid that get coke like Sosa. Never turn down Chocha, be in the Costa Rica. Sipping margaritas with a mommy, cleaning my Tommy. Showing love to my army. Whenever the locks find rippy blocks, we kill them. And yeah, I hear niggas, but I still don't feel them. And this is for the listeners and prisoners and them jealous rap cats that prefer dissing us. My 16s be so real, you can feel them in your vein like Romello's pops from Sugar Hill. J be the cause for the kiss at your wake. Cartel lips spitting clips at your face. We started from the bottom. You'll see bag niggas pardon. Whatever, we can do it at the garden. Word life, this shit is real big. I'm making niggas blow trial even if they not guilty.
I wanna. He said, make them blow trial even if they not guilty.
Early.
Yes, man.
Early.
Yeah, man.
Get the fuck out of here early.
Yes.
Word up.
Wow, man.
I gotta just close out with one more that we already talked about. Oh, you know what's dope too, man? I thought it was gonna go a lot further than it did. I really thought this was gonna do a lot more than it did. I don't think it was promoted right. Shout to Faith, But I really like what we did with this, Kiss.
B.I.G. Yeah.
Right, they should have put some more money behind this joint.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
We was rocking. Oh, hold on. Stop it for a minute. Listen. We was doing this joint on the Bad Boy reunion tour, and it was getting a mega response. Wow. She was bringing me out in the middle of her set after she do the classic and introducing this joint, and we was getting love like they knew what it was already.
Yeah, man. Because she called me to the video, and I was like, when are you shooting? She said, we're actually doing it now over in Brooklyn. I'm like, damn, Faith, why didn't you give me a heads up? And she's like, yeah, well, we're just kind of just trying to put it together. And I'm like, damn, because, you know, obviously we all got schedules, and everybody's all over the place. And then on top of that, it was a good record, man, because I didn't know she was gonna put you on it. She just told me to put something together for her to sing on, and I did the scratches already, because a lot of times the scratch ideas I feel like help set up the idea of what you could spit on it, and then next thing you know, she sent it back. She said JADAKISS got on it, and I'm like, yo. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Wow.
B.I.G.
Biggie.
This is hard.
B.I.G. I just want you to feel this right here, because this is real special. The king and I. B.I.G. Let's go.
And we waded through the suffering and pain. The bitches ride the dick like the A train. That's why I flip. Keep a burner to my hip. Take a hooker to the crib. You know she got the strip. Stay dip. Take out of state trips. Don't drink a lot of Hennessy. I only take a sip. I'm a skipper like a
I don't even be sweating my own records, but I like this shit.
This is hard.
You lucky I don't run you over in the SUV. And if you feel some kind of way, you can SMD. Me, Fizzy, and the King, that's a special 3. Far as money, less you work, the less you see. Put hands on them, they just wanna SUE. You can never do what I can do unless you me. Cause dog, I'm a low cat. I bring that dough back, no matter how they feel about me. Just let them know that.
Yo, man, I thought that was, you know, I thought they was. I wish they would have put more behind that, man. You know, but you know, just neither. It exists, and it's not going nowhere. You know, shout out to Faith. And again, man, yo, Big, man, damn, we had some fun times together. Oh, that's what I meant to say before. You know, I drift a lot and start going here, there, and I get off topic. What I was saying was, in the Notorious movie, the scene where they're playing Sky's the Limit, he's smiling and just like, yo, I did it. I'm the greatest. That scene was really, in real life, was when we were finishing the 10 Crack Commandments. That was the last song to close out Life After Death. And I came there, it was me, Gutter, C's, Big, and maybe one more person. Even D-Rock wasn't there that day. And he cut the vocals, and he told me, yo, Preem, when I shoot my Hypnotized video, I'm going to actually dance in the video. I said, word, but what about your hip? He said, that's why I'm working on it with physical therapy. I'm going to be able to dance in the video, which he did in the Hypnotized video. He's doing his little dance moves and all of that. And he said, I'm going to be able to walk enough to be able to move around, you know what I'm saying? Because when we were working on Kicking the Door, he had to be escorted to the vocal booth, sit in a wheelchair, and, you know, and even being escorted to the vocal booth, he was on a walker, and he was walking real slow just to get there to the booth and then sit down and cut his vocals. So by the time we did Crack Commandments, because he played me the album way early, like before Kicking the Door was even recorded, because I wanted to do it at D&D, but once he had the accident, Puff was like, he has to do everything at Daddy's house, so that's why I came over there to do it. But when we finished Crack Commandments and he was done, he goes, Preem, my album is done. It's over. That's it. I'm the greatest. And I was like, that's so dope. And he was so happy. That's why when I always think about, when I see that scene, I'm like, that's my scene.
That's crazy.
You know, but man, before I play just a piece of We Gonna Make It, and then we'll say peace out. What made you, did you just have styles in mind to trade off? Because even the trading off is so well done on some MC shit. what made y'all even do it that way? And what?
I think we came from some event or something, and I had the beat from Al, and P was there with me, and I was like, "Yo, you gotta help me figure out how to come in, how to." You know what I mean? And he was like, "Just come right in."
Wow.
You know what I mean? And then I'm like, "Fuck it, we gonna go in and out on this joint," and then we, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Cut the record right there and style out.
Yeah, man. I mean, I was just so blown away.
I was so blown away by the original version anyway, because it was just it was just a different type of groove, and the way it didn't have a snare really, you know what I'm saying? It had a light snare, but for the way it was just structured, the way Al did it, and then to start it with the I'm gonna turn the volume down. Just to start it with the to know to come in on boom, boom, boom. You know that's some DJ shit. You got to know with the point. You know the point of starting is. It's almost like with Showbiz and AG remix to Next Level that I did. People didn't know how to do the Showbiz, you know, like, but for DJs, we have no excuse to not find the starting spot. You know what I'm saying? And man, I was just so blown away with how y'all made this thing become what it became, and y'all's trade-offs were amazing. You know, like the entire record. I remember, dig this. Matter of fact, let me put before I play this, and we'll say peace out. This is what happened. I know something else. Yeah, that's cool. Talk over that. Yo, this is what true story. Limp Bizkit, we had done the record with Method Man and Limp Bizkit in together now, and actually me and Black went to the video in L.A. Dig this. You know, they gave Fred Durst a A&R job at Interscope where he could sign artists to his label. Boom. We have a meeting and he says, "Yo, I want Jimmy Iovine to meet you." And we're performing for the anniversary for MTV, and he's gonna do his Limp Bizkit record, and then Method Man's gonna walk out, and they're gonna roll me and Lethal out. Because Lethal did the original construction of it, and I just reworked and did the premiered version of it and gave it my bounce. So we DJ'd, you know, live and everything for this special they did for MTV's anniversary. And the day before, at the rehearsal, we come in and they're having a little dinner, you know, food for us in the back after rehearsals. Jimmy Iovine comes and he says, "Yo, Jimmy Iovine's gonna come sit down with you to meet you." He does. The first thing I say to Jimmy, literally, is, "Yo, why ain't y'all pushing that Jadakiss Styles P record? We gonna make it." He said, "Well, it's more regional in New York. It's a huge." I said, "It is huge." He said, "Yeah, it's huge more on the East Coast and in other parts, but you know we're gonna wait for the next record that he's gonna drop to take it to the bigger level." I'm like, "No, We Gonna Make It is the one." He says, "Well, you know what? Thanks for throwing me that. Let me think about it." I go to Texas. I don't know if it's a week later. I don't know if it's a month later. All I know is when I get to my mom's house, I turn on BET and there's a version with Eve on it. Shout out to Eve too. Yeah, I love Eve, the pit bull and the skirt.
Yep.
And congratulations on everything that goes down with her. She's such an incredible artist and spitter. And it was just crazy because now I saw it with her on it. So it's almost like he took my advice, but he still didn't go with the original, which I felt like deserved the same type of light that everything else on the Interscope was getting, from Pac to Limp Bizkit to just anything on Interscope. You know what I'm saying? And that's a true story.
The fact, I appreciate you for that, for even giving us, you know, letting them know that was on that radar like that.
Yeah, man. Word.
Well, listen, man, what we'll do is we'll close out with this, and I want to thank you for giving me your time today. Give us a round of applause for motherfucking JADAKISS.
Yeah.
Woo!
You know what I'm saying?
Man, your catalog's so crazy that I mean we need for 6 hours, but we can always do part 3, 4, 5, and 6 sometimes some other time. And,
whatever you want, my brother, you know that.
Oh, thanks for the shout out. Thanks for the shout out. You told me like that new Prodigy record that just dropped. He's about to drop an album. It's a posthumous album that his family's putting out. So shout out to the estate and to Prodigy's family. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Peace family. That single you did is insane.
Thank you, man. Yeah, you said you wanted in on there.
Yeah, I want to touch that for my brother P, man. I got to, man.
Well, what I'll do is I'll get the beat over to you to do whatever you want, and we'll take it from there. And we still got to. I gave you a joint a while ago, but if we need to do something different, I'm down for whatever you want to do to rock out and get one in. And yeah, September 30th, The Book of Heroin is the Prodigy album that's dropping. You know, so like I said, they sent me these vocals and said, "Can you put something to it?" I just messed with that. That's me just messing around with it, and I played it for them, and they were like, "That's it. That's it. We want that."
Messing around. That's hell of a messing around.
Yeah, it's called Walk Out. The video's out. You know what I'm saying? Shout to everybody. Shout to Pape and shout to Creative Cloud Design that put together the artwork for the video. You know, the animation and everything. And you know, it's coming out September 30th. The Book of Heroin. So you already know, man. P just. Man, a big loss, man. So it's so many great ones that we lost. Guru, P, Pun, Big L. I mean, Easy E.
List,
you know, just so many people, man. Old Dirty Bastard and X and on 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 and on, man.
He just lost today, man. Right now, I'm seeing it. P&B Rock, man. Young artist from Philly,
P&B
man.
Rock pass?
Yeah, P&B Rock.
Yeah, they shot him in Roscoe's. He went to the wrong Roscoe's and they killed him.
Yo, we were just talking about P. I ain't know he passed.
Just shot him today, man.
Wow, man. Hold on. Let's do a moment of silence for P&B Rock. Wow. Yo, man, your soul rest in peace, homie. Yo, P&B Rock, just condolences to the family, man. And
definitely. And all his love, prayers and condolences.
Yeah, man. Wow. Shit. That is so crazy, man. That makes you want to play why. Wow. Oh, why?
Man. Wow. We're losing our people at an alarming rate over nonsense, man. Wow. Wow, man. Shit.
82, man. Young ones. He was only 30, man.
Right.
Damn.
Wow, man.
That's
damn.
young.
Yeah, man. Yo, man. Damn. That's crazy. We were just talking about him the other day, and then to get that news. And again, the show is all. Let's dedicate the show to him as well. Rest in peace, and to my good friend Bobby Pechia. Rest in peace. He just lost his life this past weekend and everything. Crashed his ride and was
Yeah, for sure.
Love you, Bobby.
Yeah,
shout out to the Pachia family and everybody. I'll definitely come pay my respects to salute you in person at the viewing and at the funeral. And shout out to all his loved ones. And again, to P&B Rock, rest in peace.
Yes.
And Kiss, thank you so much for joining us. Grand Pooba, thank you for joining us. DJ Eddie F, thank you for joining us. Can we get a round of applause, Crusoe? Yes, sir. Shout out to everybody that stayed tuned in, all the subscribers, everybody sending the bits and
the hype trains and more subscriptions. We really appreciate y'all. And shout to Yonkers, shout to Mount Vernon, and definitely also shout to motherfucking New Rochelle, now Rule.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And yo, kids, I love you. Shout to the whole Locks, the whole D Block.
Shouts to Garten.
I love you, baby.
Yeah, I love you too, boy. You already know.
Yes.
Listen, shout to Garten. I think it's Garten High School, right? Garten.
Yeah, Garten High
Yeah,
School.
you already know,
sir.
God. Come on, man. North Yonkers, I see it, boy.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody for tuning in, thank y'all. We out of here. Kiss, I love you, baby.
Yeah,
I love you, baby.
All right, peace.
Peace, God. Peace, Serene. Peace, Missing 10.
Fuck the frail shit. Cause when my coat come in, they gotta use the scale that they weigh the whales with.
Parsons on the Jeep, Bugatti made the prototype.
Go Black.
The picture, but you just can't photo like.
Determined niggas make it, kicking down the door and we burning niggas naked.
The house costs $1 million. Sitting on the beach, and the only thing I know if it's furnished, I'ma take it.
My bathtub.